Welcome back to Debug Diaries. I am Manhoshi Jadeja, and in this episode 7 of our Blazor crash code, we are going to explore routing and navigation in the Blazor. For the better learning purposes, you guys can move to the 1.5x playback speed. So, let's first discuss what are the things that we are going to cover in this video. So, the first thing that we are going to cover is what is routing in Blazor, understand the routing. Afterwards, we will see the defining routes, that how using the @page directive, how we can define the routing at the starting of a page. Then we will also in this particular topic defining routes, we also see how we can create a multiple routings, how we can define the routing with the particular prefix. Afterwards, we will check with the navigation manager as well, that how we can use the navigation manager. Afterwards, at the end, we will see the layout and navigation links. Yeah, so let's get started with the code. So the first, as you guys are already aware about that, in previous video we have created this product component. So as you are already aware about the routing directive, that routing is an essential thing for our project. We can say that whenever user clicking somewhere, at that time we have to notify the browser that where this should be taken to us, right? So to define the routing path of any component, you have to use the @page directive. So as you guys are already aware about that, I have defined the @page with a /product. That means whenever in the browser, whenever I will write with the /product, it will automatically redirect me to the particular this routing directory, this routing path, I can say. Now the thing is that I want to give a, I can say, multiple routing path. Then how I can give? So similar to this, just define again the page, and let me define here product 1, right? Or product, we can say production something. Fine. Similar to this, you guys are able to define the something more, multiple routings path. So now let me run this project, and we can see that now in the browser, when I will click with the, or when I will redirect with the /product, it will call this function, or I can say it will call this component. If I will define the product dash something, or a product dash something dash more, again it will redirect to this page only, right? So using @page, multiple functionalities or the multiple directives facilities, we are able to give a multiple routing path. So let me give product. Yeah, so I am redirecting here. Let me give product something. Okay, so again it is redirecting me to this particular page. Let me give you the product something more. Yeah, so again I am redirected to this product page. Or if I define something else, will give me the error, right? 404 not found. Yeah, so this is about the multiple routing, I can say. Now the thing is, sometimes you guys have to work with the parameters as well. That might be there is some key, or we can say the some directives, or there will be some identity that you want to pass throughout this URL. So how you guys are able to do that? So let me do like here, that I want to, what I want to do here, that let's assume I am getting the category here, right? Category, fine. So I can define the category like this, and whenever dealing with this particular code or the particular component, I want to get this category. So let me define public string category string dot empty, and this same category I have defined here. Done. So whenever you guys are doing like this, you have to define the parameter as well, right? Denoted the target member as a component parameter. So as we have defined that category is a component parameter. So whenever you guys are passing some slash with the category in this particular URL path, you are able to get that here, right? So let's try it. Let's write this product something, right? As we need to pass the what we can say that category is a must in this thing, so we must need to pass the category, right? So now what we have to pass, like cat dash 1, yeah, fine. So now we are able to redirect to this page. Let's put in the, you can say, debug on any of the part, right? And we will check the value of this as well. Okay, I think we need to use the, let me put the initialize method so I can show you that you guys are getting this category or not. Fine. This initialized async, and here we have to define the, let's say, I think we have write some wrong spelling on initialized async. Okay, so now we have a error. This async method lacks of await operation and wait run asynchronous. Okay, okay. Let's define task dot delay here. Local 1 second. And now let's do the debug. Override protect the inherited member. Define it like that. So what we are getting the error, cannot change access modifier when overriding protected inherited member. Yeah, is one thing that you have to guys remember whenever you are developing, that this onInitialize method is a protected method. So whenever you are overriding, you have to define as a protected. Yeah, so then and then it will be accessible for you, otherwise it will be not accessible, right? So now let me close this and run it again. So let me do product something. Okay, as we are getting call with the initial for category is null as of now. Let me continue. Product something category 1. Yeah. So now you can get that in category we are getting the cat 1 as an parameter. Fine. Yeah. Okay, so this was about the multi-routing, I can say. Now the thing is that I want to run this same as an product something. If I'll enter the product something as an routing path, it should be also run. Yeah, so what can I do? That let me write only product something. I think I need to close the project and then need to again run. So now if I'll go to the product something, I will get the product page, and if I'll pass some category, then also it will work fine, right? Yeah. And that one fine. Yeah, it's working. Now there is a one term, and that is a, I can say, navigation link. So let's check how the navigation link will work. Yeah, so whenever you guys want to navigate your particular page from, I can say, to the any click event, with the any click event or the any some functionality that you want to implement, at that time you can use the navigation link. There is a one main difference between the @ tag and the navigation link. So first let me show you that how navigation link works. So same as an @ tag, whenever you click, as I have taken the a as a incorrect tag for above, and I have taken the navigation link for the counter. So whenever I click on the counter, it will move to the counter part. I don't have a need to write the a tag. Yeah, fine. So now let's see the difference. Let me show you the difference. I think, yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so this is the standard HTML anchor tag. Whenever you guys are writing the anchor tag, one thing you have to keep in your mind, that whatever URL or the href you are defining, this will be a full page load. So in the most of the cases, when you are redirecting to the third party or the external URL, at that time you must have to use the anchor tag, as it is a, if you are a, I can say, in your particular project you are using many times the anchor tag, it will be a time consuming process, as it will reload the whole page. Yeah, so target blank, open the link in the new tab, and link to external site, forceful reload, that whole page will be reload, open something in the new tab if you will define the target blank. Now the navigation link. Yeah, so this is the Blazor sufficient component that is given by the Blazor. It supports the client side routing, no full page reload. That means if you are using the navigation link, let me, if I'll clicking on the counter, it is not reloading the whole page. What it doing? Yeah, when I click on the counter, you guys can see here that my page is not getting reload, just the component is getting replaced. Fine. Yet when I click on the counter, the component is getting replaced. Yeah, it's automatically apply in the active CSS class. Active CSS class, that means you have to define the matching, that match navigation link match.all. So your active, whatever the path that you are writing in the particular, it will be, if you will write, as you can see here that I have defined the counter. So if I write the /counter, it will add the active CSS class to this counter. There is a one more option, and that is, we can say, the prefix. So if I do the prefix, when this kind of we can say prefixes work, you need to use at that time when there are some child project or sorry, not child project, but child components are available in your particular system. Like I have a counter as well as I have a XYZ page in this. So if I'll do the match here, that means if I'll do define the navigation link match with the all prefix, with the all, what will be happen, that if I'll write the only /counter, then and then it will make the active, it will add the counter as a active class. Rest there is a no active class. But now if I define the prefix, that means whatever the child component I am writing after the counter /, it will also add the prefix as well. So there is no need to, I can say, define particular fixed path. Okay, yeah, so match navigation all means it will only be active on the exit routing path that I have to write the exit slash counter. Right, use this when you want to navigate within your Blazor app, avoid the full reload and the get SPA like behavior. Like single page application, that there is no such a reloads are there. Yeah, so let me again explain you the why match all. Component include the match parameter that control when the link should be considered active. Right now, all means what will happen? The link is active only if the current URL exit limit. As I said, if I have defined the slash counter, that means I have to write slash counter only, and then active class will be added to the counter path. Rest it will be no added. Like in the prefix, the link is active if the current URL start with that particular prefix. As I have defined the slash counter and I have used the match mode with the prefix, then again it will work if I'll only define the dashboard. Afterwards, whatever I am defining as a prefix, that will be absolutely fine for me. Like in the particular thing, you can see that if I define the slash counter, it will work with the link active with the all. Right, if I define the counter slash states, it will not work for the counter link active. Right, as I have defined the as a match all prefix. Afterwards, if I talk about the dashboard, if I'll do the slash dashboard, it will work fine with the, I can say, with the prefix. And if I'll do the dashboard slash, if I'll pass the report as well, it will work with the prefix matches. Yeah, so I think, I hope guys you are clear with that. Now the one last thing is that we have a navigation manager. So using the navigation manager, you guys are also able to navigate the page. Like, let me give you an example here, that I have to inject the service. It is an inbuilt service that you can use, that navigation interaction navigation manager. Right, now on the valid submit, once data is added, okay, I think this is not a method, we have write the one method. Navigation manager that I think we need to write only navigation manager. Right, navigation manager. Now using this manager, you are able to navigate your any URL that you want to navigate. Like on the valid form submit, I want to redirect it to the home page. Fine. So now let's check this. I have to again rerun this project. So let me rebuild it. Okay. So let's go to the production thing. Let me enter XYZ, price will be 12 and the description will be XYZ DESC. Done. Now let me click to the submit. Yeah, so we are redirected to the home. As of now in our project, we don't have any routing with the slash home, so we are getting the not found page. But if you have any particular prefix, it will be redirected to the particular home as well. Yeah, so this was all about the routing that we have learned in this our project. Just for your references, I will upload this project in the GitHub as well. You can take the clone of that repo, or that if you have already taken the clone of that, you can take the latest full and you guys are able to run this project effectively. Yeah, so just stay tuned and do practice at your home. If you have any question, you guys can comment it down below. I will check that and we will work on that as well. Yeah, fine. Thank you.